I said it must be, cause the nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth.
I'm Neil Greentree, principal of Team QSW, and we're here today to take a look at the 2014 Fanatic product. Now, every year I make a special trip down to the south coast to meet up with my buddy Nik Baker, and he has all this fantastic product on display. And the great thing that they do is Fanatic, North and Ion, they're so passionate about their kit. They spend time talking to us about it, making sure we understand what the great new features of their boards are. So, Nick, come into shop once again. It's a beautiful day outside and we're stuck in here, but once again, I've got some fantastic products, and a lot of it is genuinely new and fresh. So we're going to try and keep this brief because me and you do get talking a lot. Let's kick off. Yeah, you tell us about the free wave, but it looks shorter, it looks wider. There's been a few changes, but hopefully not too much, because this is a proper tried and tested recipe.
Absolutely. Fanatic, as you know, they don't just bring things out for the sake of it. No. They try and test things over years. You know, the free wave, the existing free wave, is the shell itself, the board itself, has been around for 3 years. We added the tri-fin setup last year. Took a long time to develop the positions, the angles, the size and type of fins that we're using them. Once they've done that, now they then rolled on to just slightly tweaking, slightly adjusting the board to fit around the fin system, if you like.
Okay.
It sits
because they now, you have far more multi. This one is the single, but you have far more multi.
You see, you've got the side fins that come with blanking plates on the bigger sizes. You remove those, put the tri-fin set up. Obviously, if you go more for waves, bump and jump type conditions. Okay. But the board is shorter, like you say. We've actually taken the volume further out to the rail, so you've got more of a stable platform at slower speeds, if you like, or non-planing type of conditions. But as you said, it is not a million miles away from what the existing board is. It's just a refined model, if you like, an updated, slightly improved version.
Superb. And they look fantastic, as they always do. Let's move on to the Escape. Two versions here.
Yep.
Tell us about them.
We've got Escape Team. We've got Escape Team Edition. As you see, this is what Guito, our 5 times world champion. This is what they redeveloped the board for him and the rest of our team to go out and win titles. World titles, ideally. Very short, very compact, major manoeuvres for all the extreme freestyle stuff that they do. Super light, of course. We've got the new fin box in the back, even lighter. They're using the little short fin, little short fins that the freestyle guys use. They don't need the normal power box or US box for the extra strength.
Superb.
Not that these are obviously weak, but it just gives them another, saves another couple of 100 grams.
That's fantastic. Light,
super light. Full carbon.
And so this board,
we go into the Bike's glass version, which is becoming a 2 size, 100 and 110. It was actually what Guito won a world title when the PWA first changed to production board, so we know it's obviously an extreme freestyle board if need be. But at the same time, as a consumer product, it's a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less skatey, swinging around for the really, really high performance, like double and triple moves that they do. But in the real world, how many people are doing single radical stuff? Not so many. But for general consumers, backwards and forwards, bump and jump freestyle, basic freestyle, you know, this is a board for you.
And it looks to me like it's more resilient, so it takes a few more knocks.
It is. It's a bit harder wearing, of course. Being a full carbon, the guys want it super light, but if you're practicing your freestyle tricks and masters going down, hitting the nose of the board, you're more likely to get a few cracks and dents in your full carbon than what you are in our Bike's glass. And Bike's glass by no means is a cheap construction board. I mean, it is still a high-end board. It's just a different version of what we're trying to produce.
Absolutely. It's the top end of some manufacturers' boards. Exactly. So, okay, so now moving on to the quad. Still here, which is nice.
Absolutely. Again, it's a whole, other than the 69 and 101, the rest of the range is all new.
Okay.
As you see, we've got a sort of a square towel, which is similar to the board actually from 2011, funny enough. Mainly what we've done with the quad, and the reasons for it is, by having the multi-fin board, the boards feel a little bit stickier. So we've worked very hard to make the board right up on the fins and feel like it's sitting on top of the water a little bit more than what general quads do. They've reduced the concaves in the bottom, which has allowed them to reduce the rocker line. It keeps the turning and the drive and the control that you have on the quad, but it allows it to feel like you ride off the fins a little bit and makes it feel like you're travelling faster. So it really is giving the end consumer a slightly different perception. But still keeping obviously the qualities that a quad that you need: grip, drive, and control.
That's good. Okay, and looks great. Tri-Wave. Now, Tri-Wave came out last year. New concept, whole new thing. and very good. I had one myself, loved it, but always had to be overpowered on it. Had to really kind of drive it. You say you've made a few changes on it.
We have, again, an entirely new range. We've
Okay.
added sizes to it as well, but
Yeah.
not just that. The boards are much shorter,
Right.
they're much wider, and they've got a bigger platform around here. And what that gives you is, first of all, much earlier planing. Two, a much bigger platform when you're not planing, better for jumping. When you're going through your manoeuvres at slower speeds, it still turns a lot. It keeps that turn and keeps that drive through the turn. The existing tri-wave is narrow and long. It's a slightly older model shape, if you like, compared to the new updated sort of versions. We go all the way up from the smaller size all the way up to a 103.
Oh wow! Okay.
So for your maybe heavier guys or lighter wind conditions, the bigger side 95 and the 103, I think will be really, compared to a free wave, because we have those in very similar sizes in the bigger versions.
Yeah.
If you are, at every time you're sailing from the outside back into the shore, if your brain's saying, I'm looking for a wave to turn on it, you want to go free wave. If you're sailing on flat water or bump and jumping backwards and forwards a lot of the tri-wave. If you're going backwards and forwards a lot of the time, then the free wave is probably your model.
And that's what I was then going to kind of say, in as much that this feels to me, or sounds to me, like it's going to be a far more versatile UK waveboard.
Yeah, south coast conditions,
Yeah.
pump and jump, wavy, jumping. Their top end's really quite fast. They ride up on your fins a little bit more than obviously a quad fin will do, by having a slightly larger rear fin. And I think as a consumer product, consumer wave product, all day long tri-wave. This is what I'll be using, that's for sure.
That's the great thing with this year. All these products are consumer focused, okay? So they're driven on by some of the top guys in the world using them, okay, and testing them and feeding back, but they're designed for guys like you and I, who are the end users. We're the guys who really matter. These guys are great, but we're the ones who buy it. So, Nick, it looks fantastic once again. Thank you for putting on this day. It's absolutely superb. Any questions you've got, you know the number, you know where to come. I'm available, Andy Holland's available, Rich Hobson's available. We're all available to talk Fanatic North with you. Just give us a shout.